Hello, hello. Hi. Hello, hello. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon, depending where you're watching from. Um, how is everybody going? Hi. Okay, so let me hear myself talking. Good afternoon. Today I have some news for you. I came here to, um, yeah, let me do. I came here to talk to you about some news updates. What's going on in immigration world? You know, I'm sure by this time you are you are you are familiar with the Title 42, and it's about to the Title 42. The Title 42 is about to be rescinded or not discontinued, because on December 21st, 2022, that's when the Title 42 is supposed to end. Now, so with that being said, so now the Biden administration is struggling to figure out what is going to be the next step, because there's thousands of people waiting at the border to enter the US as soon as the Title 42 is lifted. So for those, and again, let me call this. For those, my name is Claudine Umuhire Gasana. I am an attorney practicing immigration law for the entire 50 states, even outside of the US, the US immigration law. I come here, on this YouTube to provide information, to provide new policies, ask, to answer questions that you may have. So today I'm going to talk about what's in the news right now. When you open your TV, if you are here in the US, you will see that the Title 42 is going to end, or the Title 42 is about to be rescinded, which is not the first time that we have reported or we have talked about this, but this time it is reported that it's going to end. That so let's start. What's the Title 42? And I'm gonna attach or connect to the video where I explain the Title 42 in details. But for those who don't know, the Title 42 is basically a Title 42 in the US laws that gives authority to the Department of Health to limit the entry into the United States of certain individuals that are deemed to bring or to bring some types of what is it, like health or yeah, is it health um, diseases. I mean, that's not how they, I mean, that's really what it is, but that's not how they phrase it. I'm just paraphrasing, and then because there was COVID in 2020, the Trump administration used that title to prevent entry into the United States of people who were deemed to come from countries that have more COVID and they don't have vaccination. So, and that caused a backlash in controversy, because most people that were targeted were people of from black or brown countries, as opposed to other people from other more I guess white countries. So but the Biden administration, when Biden took office, then they extended to almost everybody who is entering at the border, the southern border. That includes Venezuelans, Haitians, Cubans, Nicaraguans, anyone who was coming in from the southern border. So they were supposed to limit their entry, and they were have to go through the process outside of the US before they will be able to enter the US. That's why you see people camping. I wanted to share some of the share screen to some of the videos here. I think I wanted to share with you guys. Okay. And I wanted to share. Okay, I'm sharing this screen. So this is some of the videos of people who are at the border. Let me share with you.
Migrantes que queremos, migrantes que queremos, migrantes que queremos. Sí se puede, sí se puede, sí se puede, sí se puede.
People protesting at the border, ready to come in. So let me share something else. And we have now the news talking about that this program is going to end soon. Let me find it for you. Go there. Okay. Not here. Stop sharing. You guys bear with me. I'm trying to bring you some, news from the source. I don't want you to think I am making anything up. Okay, so I'm gonna share again. We are talking about the Title 42. How do I? There you go. All right, the Title 42 and how it's about to end, and what are the new programs now that the Title 42 is ending. What are the new programs that will prevent, a influx of migrants at the southern border? Okay, let's go. See, now the Biden administration is planning to cut the number of migrants eligible for asylum at the border, but open new paths for others. Okay, so this whole thing, started with the Trump administration, but when the Biden administration came, took over, they continued it, because at the end of the day, they have realized that the influx of migrants at the southern border is a crisis. Like thousands and thousands of people coming every day. So there are new the proposals they are proposing. I want you guys to read here, and this is article from which one? From an article from I want to cite my sources now. I don't want anybody to say I appropriate this to me. So this is a title from this news, NBC News, I think, by Julia Ainsley and Jacob Sobroff. Okay. So there are proposals, but among different proposals, and this is why I want to talk to people from Haiti, from Nicaragua, and Cuba, also Venezuela. So since the Title 42 was also extended to apply to people from Venezuela, then the USC, the Department of Homeland Security, put a program. It's called a humanitarian parole. So basically, what the humanitarian parole means is that instead of leaving your country and venturing into the different countries to come at the U.S. border and be deported, they will put in place a parole program which will allow nationals of Haiti, Nicaragua, Cuba, is now it is being applied to Venezuelans to apply from their home country. So they're gonna apply for the parole as long as they can prove they have a U.S. family member, friend who's willing to sponsor them while, you know, once they come here, right? So basically, there's different types. That this is not a new program. They are just extending an existing program, which is parole, humanitarian parole, to those who are seeking asylum, but they will be able to do it from their home country. And as long as they show when they arrive in the US, they're not going to be a public trust. They won't be the burden of the US government. So that means they need to show to have sponsorship by a US national, a US citizen, a US resident, who will be sponsoring them, who's gonna say, okay, I will be responsible for this individual while they are seeking and they are processing their asylum claim. So the countries are going to be added to the Venezuela nationals are Haiti, Nicaragua, and Cuba. And as of today, or when this article was written, 24,000 Venezuelans have already been applied, already been beneficiary of this new program. So that's not a bad thing. But however, though, if you, I don't know, I mean, maybe later I will go into details of how many so far Venezuelans have applied and how many have been approved, because just because you apply doesn't mean you will be approved. So that's why I'm basically saying this is, yeah, it's a solution, it's a temporary solution, but is it really going to work in terms of, is it really going to is it really gonna bring any solution to the issues? Because as we speak today, where am I? As we speak today, we have 2 million cases pending in court, in a court system. So I'm looking to see if anybody has a question. Sorry, just continue. Yeah. If any, well, yeah. So 2 million asylum seekers cases in the immigration courts, and that's a lot of cases, right? 2 million. And we don't have enough judges, and the process on average is taking about 4 to almost 5 years. And being an immigration attorney and having cases pending, actually some cases are pending longer than 4 or 5 years, even 7 years, because there are also cases that are pending with the USCIS asylum offices. And those, I mean, they are pending for so long. We have cases pending since 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. So that's almost like, going close to 10 years. So we see. And I also have to say, not all, now they're providing this new parole to Haitians, Cubans, and Nicaraguans and Venezuelans. I mean, they are proposing to extend to Haitian, Cubans, and Nicaraguans. Right now, it's only like those who are benefiting from this program are from Venezuela, but there are other nationals that are coming in, that are not from these countries, like, so I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe they realize a number of the majority of people are coming from these 3, 4 countries, but we also have other nationals that are not from these countries, and I don't know how this is going to apply to them. So now, what the other news I had, which I already shared, is that TPS is the temporary protected status, has been extended, or actually has been designated for Ethiopia. So that's good news. And we already have TPS for Cameroon. We have TPS for Haiti that actually has been extended. We have TPS for Venezuela. We have TPS for even Nicaragua. We have TPS for so many other countries, but the only thing is the TPS to apply or to qualify you have to have been in the US when the program was designated. So for example, for Cameroon, you have to have been in the US on or before April 14th, 2022. For Haiti, I think it's before even that because it was designated before um, Cameroon. So yeah, so those are the news I wanted to talk to you about. Something else new is that there is a new program to I'm not gonna say to make easier the citizenship test, but it's going to be more objective, which is that's good news. So anyways, I put a question and an answer here. I don't see anybody asking me questions, and now I just wanted to come here and share this with you. Um, I hope you have a great afternoon, a great weekend, and happy Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. All right, have a good one.